for everybody that doubted that this was actually the game of the week, if you look at the top of the screen of the stream, okay, I just want to make sure. Can I be right for once? Y'all not gonna let? No? Okay. This nigga said no, man. No. Hey, man. No, BZ, yeah. It's over with, bro. I'm turning this off. Who's playing right now? Who else is playing? Oh, big lit. Oh, man. Kentucky is rolling for real. Oh, my goodness. Kentucky just got another turnover, man. Oh, man. All right, let's get this shit, man. No, they're not ass. They not no joke, but all right, Notre Dame versus BYU going live. Notre Dame game of the week. Game of the week. BYU and Notre Dame.
LaBelle Edwards Stadium.
Hey, y'all
Coaches
check my
like to
game
say
out
play
on
the
my
next
stream.
one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight. A mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I did catch up with Coach Sataki before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes.
Oh, man. Nigga wet? No, for real.
Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started.
You know, you can turn your shit on, I don't know if you talking about the audio before, you know, did you tell me that, the stream? Or not? I think
And
that
he'll
was
just take a knee, and this
so
drive will start at
put the audio on
25.
streaming
The Cougars
so that you don't
offense
play,
will
you don't
dial
get
up the
dinged
first
on
ball
your
plays in
stream.
this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came
He still got the analysis,
firing.
but
They
he
were
just
up
take
to any
the
challenge offered by the secondary.
shit out, which
Any
I hate that,
suggestions
but
on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
I like the
And
bands,
it's tough
man.
to
I'm
have
sorry.
that great of a
Yeah, I need
QB
that
and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times. Because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
So what?
They feed him again.
Nigga, they quarterback is number 47, bro. I'm okay.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Rushes on him.
Ooh, that nigga just took off on my ass.
Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's got the tight end. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this?
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. On the move. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one is perfect.
Oh, wow, he caught
and with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
That is crazy.
Take that first drive.
I hate that they give you that jumping animation like you can pick it off
here at home
and you don't catch it. I hate that shit. I hate
the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
If a nigga gonna commit to it like that, that's crazy.
Will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
Right to right is... Man, this is evil, man.
The run inside. It's Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's Mobley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I knew that nigga.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. Yeah. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Yep.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
Yeah. I'm looking at the wrong shit.
On the draw, it's Mobley. They say all
pushing
games
these
count
niggas
the same,
around.
but
What's
you get
going
to
on,
this
fellas?
portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much
Fires one high and deep. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not sure. Not sure.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Is he playing
Give to the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeyer. The screen. He's got wheels. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Running inside. It's Martin. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Play fake. Carr finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On the delay, it's Williams. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Could be an alley. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Carr to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Porter. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Carr. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That shit is funny as hell. Let's say look right to right.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Martin. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Yeah.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Here's a heat.
Nigga, who let that nigga? Sometimes you get caught making that last adjustment when they snatch. No, we good.
That's what's so scary about this offense.
Sometimes you get caught making that last adjustment and it costs you to lose a player out of position.
And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off play action on first down. Got a man. It's Lyons. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass,
we needed
and now
right there.
forcing a third down.
Don't kick the field goal.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dan.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Back has it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
The computer real quick snap the fuck out your ass.
BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes. And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time.
I swear, when they picked him up, you already know. You already know you ass out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
You're like, oh, shit, everybody's one-on-one. You're done. You're fucking done, bro. Nigga.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Porter.
He came out the room
and a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Carr unloads to the wideout.
Ooh, I just threw a pick.
You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And
now close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Stop talking to me.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success, Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it as it is. They're down by 1. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. With the draw, it's Mobley. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Finds a little space. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Running inside, it's Mobley. Finding some room. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency, getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Motion from the back. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. The short hands, it's Mobley. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Come on now, stolen from Madden. I run that. That's in Notre Dame's playbook. Set your garbage ass up, nigga. That's in Notre Dame's playbook,
They'll
nigga.
try to add another to their lead.
Hey, look.
With the extra point, it's
that's all Notre Dame's
21-13.
playbook. Just added
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes
that was already in there from
five-yard
the default.
touchdown
Don't worry about
pass.
it. Hey, look, every time you run the RPO, you need to thank Uncle Phil. You do. No, but I'm just saying, I don't run no RPO slant. Nigga,
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Oh, this nigga just got burned. Wow.
A likely touchdown-saving tackle at the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Bro.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to run it in. Stuffed in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short?
Come on, man. The green curtain, baby.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Come on, man. Don't be surprised.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
they are the number 16 in the nation.
Cut this lead down to 5.
You know?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I just don't be understanding why you such a hoe.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They're playing way better than the overall.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic.
Like that for every once in a while.
They'll go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at
when you go back and look at your stream, B, I just want to say this. I ain't going to say that. When you go back and look at your stream, it's going to be a part of the game where it's this sliver of sunlight, right, on the field, right? That part of the field is the only place you throw the ball. When you look back at your stream, you'll see what we're talking about. You got a whole field to play with. You gotta get away from that, man.
And now back to your game in Provo.
You're gonna see it's a little sliver of sunlight.
Clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. BYU about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we start the 2nd half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Notre Dame's head coach coming out of the locker room. He absolutely knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. With both teams undefeated this late in the season, he understands the quality of this opponent. He told his guys in the locker room, we have to separate ourselves, and it starts now. I'll let you know how that develops here on the sidelines in the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Hard as hell.
Thanks, Howie.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Carr hauls it in. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Got his man on the outside. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Mobley. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Run the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a first down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running inside, it's Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back.
Ooh, shit.
Very
Look
little
at that play.
running
You
room,
got time to click
if any,
on,
and he
Brad.
just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
I just did
Well, you got to give the
damn
defense credit.
bad.
They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They stopped me on 4th
BYU will
down.
bring
Look, they
the
stopped me on
punt team
4th
on the
down
field.
inside the goddamn red
This will be the
zone,
second
bro.
time they've had to kick it away.
Like they. No, I just stopped them. They just punted. They just punted.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down.
But you got to play.
Really
No, you read
solid
that's real though. You got to
pick
play
up
careful
every bit of
because
yardage he
when
put
they
on
make
the
them kind of
punt
stop that momentum and shit.
Here come the Irish back on
No, you know,
offense.
just stick to the rivers and
There's
lakes,
been a
bro.
couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll go right back to him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Complete on 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run inside. It's Martin. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the option. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
So now it's second and long. Running inside. It's Martin. Fights off the defender. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
On the move, it's Martin. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the
Bro,
lead,
it's a
but
fight,
they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
It's a fight, man. It's a fight, man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Send the tight end in motion. Throwing. Carr. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right? Or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The The run inside. It's Mobley.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Floats it out in space. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Fakes to grab. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Nickelback on the field, looking pass as they try to keep this a 1-possession game in the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart. Nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team.
If you don't hear from him, I'm sure he'll holler at you in the chat.
Great quarterback play. Then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Looking downfield. That pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 1, 3, shift. Go, go.
Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out every time he has the football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unleashes one. He's got him wide open. Nice move, creates some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way.
Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this
Are you
sport.
off today, bro?
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Step one, complete. You cut this to a one-possession game, but man, oh man, do you need some more things to go your way. Step two, we're going to have to kick an onside. No timeouts left. Can't waste clock. Got to get a little bit lucky and see if we can get our offense back on the field.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Got up out of there.
What a show
Crazy,
both
nigga.
of these
We
teams
beat
put
them
on
at
today.
home. They the number
Couple of
16 in the
outstanding
nation.
squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle.
Listen,
We
hey,
knew
man,
it was going to
listen.
go down late into the
Get
fourth
off
quarter.
of
At the
my
end of the
dick.
day, the higher-ranked team,
Okay.
David, they were really able to lean on those
Let
playmakers and
my
that
nuts go.
leadership they've got.
Worry
to
about
offer.
your
And now
conference.
I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they
Right,
find
please,
a way to
please.
get things done. That's why they're ranked
I
where they're
appreciate
at.
you tuning
and I
in,
expect
though.
this
I
team to
do
stay in
appreciate you
contention
tuning
for the
in,
college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
You know, he be
This
trying
has
to, he
been
be
a
masturbating to
presentation of EA
niggas damn near
Sports
about to
College
lose their
Football.
game.
For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese
He has a
Davis
specific fetish.
saying goodbye, everybody.
That nigga beat his meat to tight games. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and put the stream on.